Okay, welcome back to the next session in this series where we solve the number basis system, the number basis questions, right? So here we have our first question. It says arrange 11011 base 2, 130 base 4, 26, that is 26 base 10 in ascending order of magnitude. Okay, so what we do with this question is we convert all the numbers we have into base 10. We convert all the numbers we have into base 10. After doing that, then you compare them, right? So already here we have one number in base 10, which is 26 base 10, so we don't touch that. So the rest, which is the one in base 2 and the one in base 4, we convert them to what? Base 10. So let's start with the one in base 2. And I already explained to you in the previous video how to do the conversions, right? Do from other bases to base 10 and also from base 10 to other bases. All right. So if you don't know that, go back and watch the first video in this series, and then you would understand it perfectly. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So let's start from the one in base 2, which is 1 1 0 1 1. Base 2, right? Okay, so as you know, we have to count the number of digits we have from right to left. So we have 0 1 2 3 4, right? So that's what we're going to use. We're going to raise 2 to the power of those counts, right? So 2 to the power 4 times 1 plus 2 to the power 3 times 1 plus 2 to the power 2 times 0 plus 2 to the power 1 times 1, then plus 2 to the power 0 times 1. Okay. So just to remind you how we get this, what to do is you take this number here, which is 2, then raise it to these powers, then multiply it by their corresponding what numbers. So we take 2, which is this, we raise it to the powers of the counts we have here, then we multiply that result by the corresponding digit of that count. In this case here we have 1, so 2 to the power of 4 times 1. So this one is the one over here, the one right here. Okay, so the same thing we do, 2 to the power of 3 times 1, this one right here, and then 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2 times 0 here, right? And we have 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 1 times 1, this one right here, that's what we have here. And then finally we have 2 to the power of 0, which is here, times the one we have right here, times 1, right? Then find the solution. Basically that's it. So 2 to the power of 4 is what was that? 16, right? 16 plus, then we multiply times 1 times 1 is still 16, so we leave it like that. Then we have 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, times 1 is in 8, right? So plus 8 plus 2 to the power of 2 is 4 times 0, which is 0, right? So plus 0 plus 2 to the power of 1 is 2 times this one is still 2, so we have 2. Then we have plus 2 to the power of 0 is 1 times this one, which is 1, right? So plus 1, so plus 1. So when you add it, what do we get? What do we get? 16 plus 16 plus 8 is 24. 16 plus 8 is 24 plus 0 plus 2, 26 plus 1, 27, right? So 27 base 10, right? Now let's go on and then do for base 4, this one. Let's do base 4. So the same way we did it, 130 base 4. We count 0, 1, 2. Then we raise 4 to those powers times the corresponding digits, right? So we have 4 to the power of 2 times 1 plus 4 to the power of 1 times 3 plus 4 to the power of 0 times 0. So this will give us 0. This, okay, let's write it. So 4 to the power of 2 is 16 times 1 is what? 16. So we have 16 plus, then we have 4 to the power of 1 is still 4 times 3, which is 12, right? 12 plus 4 to the power of 0 is 1 times this 0 is what? 0. So write it down, plus 0, which will give us what? Final is 16 plus 12, that is 28, plus 0, which is still 28. So we have 28 base 10, right? Now we have 27 base 10, 28 base 10, and then the original one is what? 26 base 10 right here. Okay, so which one? We have to arrange in ascending order. That means from the lowest to the smallest, right? So 26 base 10 here, sorry, let's go back. 26 base 10 here is smaller than 27 and is smaller than 28, so that will be the first number, right? So let's write, this is number 1, and then 130 base 4, what did you get for that? That is 28. So let's draw a line and a line for this. 28 is less, 28 is greater than 27 and is greater than 26, so that will be the largest, which is the third, right? So let's write it down. 130 base 4 is the third, first, and then obviously the last one, which is 27, the one in base 2 as we did over here is 27, right? So that will be the second, because 27 is between 26 and 28, so that will be the second. So now we have to just look which answer matches that, because 26, then the one in base 10 here, the one in base 2 second, then this one third. So 26 first, okay, this works, and then 11011 base 2 second. Okay, so the answer is B. The answer is B. Cool. Let's move on to question number 2. It says express 23 base 10 in the binary system. So as you said already, binary system simply means base 2, right? Binary equals base 2. So let's go and then we'll do that. If you don't know how to convert from base 10 to other bases, go and watch my first explanation in the first video in this series. You will get the explanation, right? So what we do is you put 2, then we put the number you want to change. This is the base 2, right? Then the number we want to convert, we write it here, 23, which is base 10. Then write the remainder right here. Remainder. You don't have to write it in full, but I'm writing it just so you can know what is that. Okay, so now how many times are 2 going to 23? It goes 11 times, right? And then the remainder will be what? 1, because 2 times 11 is 22. So if you subtract the 22 from 23, the remainder will be what? 1. Okay, so that will be 11 times the remainder is 1. Cool. Now we have to continue until we must continue dividing until we get to what? 0 right here. So let's continue. We have 2. 2 goes into 11. How many times? 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10. So the remainder is 1. 1. Cool. Let's continue. 2 goes into 5 how many times? Twice, right? 2 times. Carry. The remainder is what? 2 times 2 is what? 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the remainder is 1. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. 2 goes into 2 how many times? 1. The remainder is what? 0, because 2 times 1 is what? 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0. And okay, let's continue. We are not done. We have to make sure we reach a point where here is 0, right? Okay. So 2 goes into this 1 how many times? 0. 2 cannot go into 1. So 0. Then carry what? 1, because the remainder is what? 2. So 0 times 2 times 0 is 2 times 0 is 0. So 1 minus 0 is still 1, right? So that will be 1. So now we are done, because we've reached a point where this side is 0. Okay, cool. Now how do you read this number? You have to read from bottom to top, right? Read from bottom to top. So our answer will be what? 1 0 1 1 1 base 2. So this is our answer. Let's see if we have it there. 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So right here. So that is our answer. All right, I think we'll have to stop here, and then we continue to question number 3 in the next session. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye.